What's up, everyone? My name's Craig, and this is day one of starting a brand new Pokemon card business. Unfortunately, I was let go, sort of, from my last position, helping to manage and grow and oversee Mobros. If you've heard of it, you've heard of it. If not, go ahead and check them out. There's like 40,000 followers on TikTok, tons of sales, big live stream. They do what they do. I was working with them for just over a year, or just about a year, and it all came to a close yesterday. And I still want to be a part of this space, and I want to grow my own thing. So here I am, doing it to it. I say this is day one, but I kind of technically did some stuff yesterday. I set up the Instagram, I set up the TikTok, I set up a website, which is what I'm going to be working on today, is trying to make the website like not look like a piece of crap, something that people might trust or like actually shop on. I'm setting up the YouTube. This is going to be my first YouTube video. So welcome to the platform. And I will, I'm going to be working on, getting all sorts of, products. I have a very small selection of personal items that I am going to use to start fueling this. I have a friend of mine who has distribution and would like to get involved in something like this. So luckily for me, I have a way of like actually stocking the store, with some stuff as it comes in, as it gets released. I also, have made connections through, my time in the hobby. I've been doing this off and on for like 5 years. Mostly focused on singles a long time ago, just did like TCG Player. My accounts total probably have over 100,000 sales. So I guess I was like pretty deep into the whole TCG Player and eBay selling thing. I've tried Pokemon, Magic, sports cards, basically anything that's shiny and cardboard. I've, sold, resold, scalped, whatever you want to call it. I've done basically everything. Don't want to touch Yu-Gi-Oh, so don't ask. My goal for this is to grow it to something big. I would really love to just live off of doing this full time. That's really what I want, but it's going to take some time to grow because, like I said, I have very minimal inventory. I'll be lucky if I have like a couple $1,000s of retail inventory available on the site to start, but that's okay if I can sell through that and then re-up and continue to, churn and burn. We'll be all right. We'll grow. I have goals that I've written out. So as I was saying, I have a couple of phases, a couple of goals I want to reach in each phase. I kind of laid out a roadmap for myself, and I definitely want to reach them as fast as possible, obviously, but I'm trying to have the patience to wait it out. There's a lot of stuff that could happen, and I don't want to jump from like the next full-time job I have to this until I feel like it's actually safe and that I'm not going to damage my family by doing it, because they're really important to me. Goals I have, really the first step is just building brand recognition. You'll see this is TotoQ Trading, and the reason it's TotoQ is my favorite Pokemon's Totodile, and my friend who might be helping me out, I don't know if I'm going to name names yet, but his favorite Pokemon's Mimikyu, and I ran some stuff through good old ChatGPT and came up with well, I came up with the TotaQ thing. ChatGPT sort of helped with the whole logo, which I'm a fan of. If you like it, let me know. And if you don't, shut the hell up. So goals that I have, right, is brand recognition, just pumping out content. I don't know that I'm going to do like 10 pieces of content a day, like the 6 to 10 that if you've watched any sort of like Gary Vaynerchuk or Alex Hormozy, they'll suggest just content. And I don't want to be creating a ton of content that's going to draw people to the website and then have the website not have like inventory on it. So I kind of want to grow slower, which might be stupid, but that's just how I view it. Is like, why would I push people to my website when I'm not really even going to be able to service those people I'm pushing there? So it's going to be slower growth, hopefully. I mean, any growth is good, but hopefully a little bit slower, and so that I can, promote what I have in stock and have it sell, and then re-up, promote it again, blah, blah, blah. So that's one of the goals. Building out the website was another goal. I'm going to be working on that today. I kind of have like a pseudo vacation now. My last day was supposed to be the 8th, which is a week from now, but my last day ended up being yesterday. Not by my choice. So I have a little bit of time on my hands, and I'm going to spend it making content, building a website, all that jazz. The first goal I really want to hit for sales is $10,000 a month. It should be pretty attainable pretty quickly, but I want to know that I can like actually hit a goal. So I'm setting the bar kind of low, especially when I come from a place that was doing 600,000 a month. 10K is like a drop in a bucket. That is a bad day for those guys, right? Like 10K is nothing for what they have set up. But starting from square one, like that's my first goal, is try to get to 10K. Realistically, I'd love to do it in the first month, but I want to prove to myself I can repeat that task. So at least a couple months of 10K or more. I have a target margin percentage I want to hit, and it's pretty lofty, but with access to distribution and stuff, it should be okay. So the margin target is 20%. That is pretty big. Like if you've ever run a business, 20%, like 20% bottom line is enormous. So this is like just margin on sales, 20, and then bottom line after expenses and stuff, realistically 10% would be more than enough, right? Like if I'm doing 10K in sales a month and my bottom line profit is 1,000 for that month, like even if I am not reinvesting that 1,000 in profit and I'm taking it, that is going to be very beneficial and helpful for me. So my plan is to reinvest it though, right? So like I want to grow this to a point where if my bottom line is 10% and I'm, doing like 200K in sales a month, I can actually pay myself and cover like our bills. My wife won't have to work if she doesn't want to. But I realistically don't think that'll happen for a 1 year minimum amount if I'm lucky. And if I do all the things that I need to do and stay consistent, that really should be like goal number one, is just stay consistent and do everything I need to do every day. That's going to be the toughest one. It's the hardest thing when it comes to anything that you want to do well, is being consistent. You want to be a great basketball player, you got to show up every day, you got to put in the work. You want to lose weight, you got to make the right choices every day. You need to hit the gym or walk or eat healthier, and you have to do that shit. I mean, you don't have to do it every day, but like if you want to hit your goals and you want to hit them fast, consistency is going to be key. So I suppose number one goal is just be consistent. And that is something I'm going to have to hold myself to. I'm going to have to hold myself accountable for that consistency. And that might be my toughest challenge. And I think it's the toughest challenge of anybody wanting to start something like this, is just putting in that initial consistent work. But I'm no stranger to working, 70, 80 hours a week. So assuming, I'm not doing it at the detriment of my family, then I have no problem doing it. So putting in the work hopefully isn't an issue. I really don't think it will be, but we'll see, right? Again, day one, high hopes, lofty ambitions, but yeah, we're going to try. So I wrote out some of the things that I need, because when I said I gave everything to that place, I mean, I literally, I guess not gave, but I sold my Fujitsu scanner. So now I no longer have a card scanner. I brought in my Rollo printer because I was like, I'm never going to need this, right? Because I'm I'm all in, I'm on board with everything that's going on here, and I don't need this. We needed a printer. I brought it in, or a label printer. So I no longer have a label printer at home. I don't really have shipping supplies. I have envelopes and bubble mailers. Luckily, I just have a box of bubble mailers left over from when I was doing this previously. So happy I don't have to buy those again, but I will again soon. It's the cost of doing business. But I don't have tape, I don't have paper or bubble wrap. I'm gonna have to just buy all that stuff on the fly and package stuff up, run down to Staples, buy boxes, package shit. It's just, we're very early. The first week is gonna be real fun, a real challenge, figuring out what I need. And I'll probably, put in a little order for boxes when I know what I have for inventory and stuff, and what's coming down the pipeline, that I'm gonna have to work out with my friend, the unnamed friend. So yeah, there's just it's just small stuff like that I just don't have right now, but I'll get it, and hopefully I'll get some sales and get stuff pumping out. Again, it's we're really early on. It's day one. Yesterday's day 0, today's day 1. There's not a whole lot to talk about other than what I want to do and where I want to go with this. So I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Make sure if you want to follow along this journey and learn about stuff as I learn about stuff, or listen to me talk, I guess. I don't know. If this is something you want to listen to while you're in the shower, pause. That's weird. Or working or whatever. If I can help you along your journey, I'm all for it. So subscribe, follow the Insta, follow the TikTok. Hopefully I'll be all over the place, but we'll see. We're just going to put this all out into the aether and hope for the best.